The other thing they have going is this Donald Sterling thing and making him the focal point in order to get the heat off of all the other millions of white supremacists on the planet. Well, now he's supposed to be included as a racist suspect anyway. That's a given. If according to counter-racist science, in a system of white supremacy, any white person who is able, underline able, to be a white supremacist probably is one. Sorry about that. I didn't set it up. But this is the only course that a person who is going to be reasonable should take, according to counter-racist science. If you're going to be against racism, you have to make that assumption. Now, that's a harsh assumption, but not within the context of the harsh reality of racism. Racism is harsh itself. So you have to take a harsh approach against something as gigantic as the system of white supremacy. So I'm going to repeat that again. Any white person walking the face of this planet who is able to be, has to be able to be it now, able to be a white supremacist, probably is one. That's a dynamite statement, but I stick by it. Why? Based on emotion, based on some type of hatred, based on what, Fuller? Based on logic. You're in a system of white supremacy, the only government on the planet. Somebody has to be a racist. But since you don't have a master list, I don't have one, of who is or even who to suspect of being a racist. Right now, there are black people who are confused about whether they can call Mr. Sterling a racist or not. Why? Because there's no even cogent definition of when do you reach the plateau of being actually identified as a racist. I mean, what are the qualifications? Nobody specifies this. It's all some type of ghost term. Oh, is he a racist? Well, maybe he's a racist. Well, he sounds like a racist. Well, on the other hand, maybe he's not a racist. Well, ask his girlfriend. Do you think he's a racist? Well, he could be. On some days, he might be. Well, I mean, I don't think that he really is. But in his heart, that he, not really, and not in his heart. Maybe in some of his actions, it could be. Well, now, let's see. Let's look at this from another angle. Now, if he's a racist, would he hire all those black people and whatnot like he says? I mean, come on. I mean, just go around calling people racist and whatnot. You got to be careful of that, and all like that. Ask Mr. Sterling. Mr. Sterling, are you a racist? Oh, no, I don't think of myself as a racist. Well, what do the people out there say? Well, some of them say that you are. Some of them say that you're not. Well, ask some of the black people. What do they think? Well, he ain't no different from a whole lot of other white people I know. I mean, but on the other hand, I mean, he shouldn't be saying those things. Maybe the man is just sick, but is he a racist? That's the question. Is the man a racist? Well, could be. He was a racist when he said what he said, but maybe today, now that he's, having second thoughts, maybe he ain't no racist, or maybe he's part-time racist, and when is this? Or when is the part-time? And back and forth and forth and back. That's what we have. Now, the white supremacists love it. I mean, collectively. Because they have what? Where their strength is, confusion. Confusion about the kidnappings in Nigeria, confusion about Mr. Donald Sterling, and now you have one of their favorites now in this modern age, confusion about sexuality